9.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to, and we're back. We're back. You're listening to the Charm City Direct Radio Show on the station where music must be played live, real loud at a volume 20.
Yeah.
Because anything lower than that, it's not loud.
It's uncivilized.
It's uncivilized.
Yes.
And you are, if you're just tuning in, we have live in the studio Dr. Ahmed, Royalty Stageplays, and Miss Hollywood Infinite in the studio. I got it right.
Yeah.
I'm horrible with names.
Gotta say
Infinite.
Infinite.
And you're listening to the Charm City Direct Radio Show on the station where music must be played at least at a 20. Anything less is uncivilized. Taken Back by my man Seneca the Misfit, DMV artist.
Dope song, brother.
The boy's bad. The boy's bad. DMV artist Seneca the Misfit. Also vote for him. Go to my webpage www.facebook.com/Charm City Direct. Scroll down some more. Cool, right there. And click like or vote. Vote. Like my page, by the way. Like my page. And vote for him. Dope song, Taken Back. You can look at the video.
Excuse me, did you say dope?
Dope.
Did you just say dope?
Yeah, I said dope.
You better take several seats now.
You're
Go ahead.
not
Take
supposed
several seats.
Dope video?
You can't say dope no more.
Oh, can't say dope no more. I can't say dope no more. According to Mike Mumbles.
Yes.
The man who did it all first.
Yeah, did it first. I did it first.
Can't say dope.
No.
Really nice video. How's that?
How about awesome?
Awesome video.
Austin is good. Austin is good.
Check out the thank you.
Austin is good.
Check out the video at YouTube. Awesome video. The official video, actually for the song "Take 'Em Back." Take 'em, E-M, back by my man Seneca the Misfit, and he did the official intro to my show that you heard, I think, in the middle of the show. Shout out to my man Seneca the Misfit, DMV artist. I just want to thank Miss Hollywood Infinite for coming in, sharing your talent, talking about your experience with Royalty Stageplays. Dr. Ahmed had to run upstairs to attend to an important matter. But I thank you for coming in, and I look forward to hearing more good things about you in the near future. And shout out to anybody that you want to shout out. Actually, what's next for Hollywood Infinite?
What's next? I just finished up a solo project. I just finished up my EP, so please be on the lookout for Infinitely Squared.
Cop
Hollywood Infinite.
the solo.
Cop that.
And then you wait on get some of that.
Yes. Definitely. I'll be back.
All right,
Yes.
that's what's.
Yes.
And I'll bring my boyfriend Jimmy, my guitar. So
Oh, that's right, Jimmy.
we can get all personal. Y'all cool with that? But yeah, Infinitely Squared is definitely what's up next. That's the name of my EP.
Infinitely Squared.
Infinitely Squared.
I like that.
Because sometimes you try to fit into these circles, but for me, I'm cool with being square. I'm too square for these circles, is what I said.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what's next. I may be homeless, but I can dance.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
coming
definitely.
to a few different venues, including 5 Seasons, as well as a few churches in the area. What's the one in Green?
The Greenmount, what we're going to do is Morning Star Baptist Church.
Morning Star Baptist.
And Harvest Baptist Church, the 5 Seasons. And also included with that is the After Inclick event,
Yes.
which consists of 5 premier speakers
Okay.
that will be talking about how they have escaped bullying and
Yes.
what they feel is the solution to bullying as a result of the cliques that are in the area. For
Yes,
example,
hashtag after include, please. It's a movement and a mindset. Hashtag after include.
and
All
so-
together.
All
Yes.
together.
Yes, and so Miss Hollywood will be sharing her testimony, how she escaped the in clique
Okay.
and the bullying that exists in poetry. We have Principal Dave Dove, who will be talking about bullying in school, and he is the principal at Harlem Park.
Okay.
And we also have Edigga, who will also be premiering there
That's
as a principal speaker, who will be talking about his experience with his visual about bullying in you if he's available. We have to get in contact
yes.
with this guy.
yes.
You know, I've heard.
I got his number. I got his.
You know what I mean? So, we also looking for someone who can talk about bullying in the family and their experience with the in-clique in their family. Because you have certain in-cliques in your family, and if you're not in with them, then they tend to treat you different at the family
Amen.
reunion.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Actually, not even family reunion, they tend to treat you different in the living room. You know, especially
Very
Thanksgiving.
close.
Yes,
Very close.
if you're not in with the in-clique in your family. So
No turkey for you.
these 5 premier speakers will
I like cranberries.
yes. So these 5 premier speakers will be speaking, and also we have some live entertainment from after in-clique. The event, I mean the music group. Yes. So Miss Hollywood will be doing a set. Jolie will be doing a set. Myself as well as Miss Whitney C. and Miss Maven, Jam Rock Maven. So yeah, we looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any shout outs? Actually, no. I'm sorry. We were talking before the break,
Okay.
after the break,
Okay.
about your projects that you was working on with
Yes.
the buildings.
Yes.
Briefly tell the listeners about that.
Well, what it is that in Baltimore we have what we call a joke ownership policy,
Okay.
where you have gang members who have created names for certain streets, and they say this is my corner, and this is my corner, and this is my corner. When in reality, by me being 22 years in real estate, I walk in a circle of real estate owners who actually own that corner.
Okay.
And most of these colleagues of mine are white and Jewish,
Okay.
and they look for explanation of this mindset. How can they? Why are they claiming this corner when they don't own it?
Okay.
And so I become the token, or positioned as a token African American to explain that.
Okay.
And so and I don't try to explain it because I can't explain something that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
So I plead the fifth on it. But what we do is that we take a corner, and because we sold a couple of nickel bags, or we beat up somebody, and we'll say, hey, this is our corner. And it's not yours unless you own it, meaning you have the deed to it. And it's that same mindset when it comes to clubs. Right now, there's an in-clique, let's say, at certain poetry events, or certain even churches. They say, this is my church. And actually, it's not. You're renting it. So it's you have it as long as you can pay the bill at the end of every month. And we need to be humble and in reality about that. This is not your club. You are here every day, and even the man who's saying that this is his club is not his because he's paying rent. So we have this false sense of ownership. What I've done is I've come out of pocket, and I'm aggressive about ownership, and I purchased my own building, and I've gotten a licensing for it, and I'm getting ready to open up the first African American poetry pretty much spot in Baltimore, because everybody else either is mortgaging their actual building or renting it, but this is already paid for free and clear. So and I'm paying a price now with doing the work on it and trying to make sure I get the rehabilitation up to proper code standard, and
he works in that building every day. I will call this man at like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night to check on him. Hey Doc, what's up? How you doing? Oh, well, Hollywood, I'm just leaving the rehearsal space. I was doing this and doing that. That's work.
Yeah, 11, 12, 1 in the morning. Because, with dreamers, I don't liken myself to dreamers. I just don't, because in order to dream, you gotta go to sleep. And I have to stay woke. So what it is, I gotta actually make this thing happen while my knees work, and make this meal that I have on my stomach work for me. And the time that I have to pour my time and what little finances I have to pull into it. And so the thing is getting something done a day with no excuse. Something small or something big. A slow process is better than a no process. The turtle moves slow, but he still got to cross the desert. So I have to make sure I get something done a day. Because in the end, the time is going, either way, 2015 is going to come here anyway. So what is your life going to look like in 2015, 14? And what I'm trying to do is, I always tell folks that you don't really need what they call luck. What it is, you have 12 months in a year. And if you make a certain type of decisions for the first 6 months, then you can now have the residual effect from those decisions for the remaining 6 months. So you can literally, and this is all considering, you obviously God has the last say, so you gotta make up some time for the unexpected in that scenario. You always have people attached to you that itemize and take up your time. You gotta incorporate that. But for the most part, if you make certain type of decisions, and this is the law of farming, if you just sow for the first 6 months, and then you can just reap the harvest for the last 6 months, and then you'll have a totality at the end of the 12 months. So I try to make sure that a certain work ethic gets placed in here. And real quickly, I want to give a serious acknowledgement for all of those that are walking in their purpose, even though they don't have a dime in their pocket, $1, but they feel something in the inside that says this is the right thing to do. And that right thing, you cannot place, that is worth $1 million. As a matter of fact, let's pretend someone paid you $1 million to be in your purpose. So it's a good exchange. You know what I mean? So now all you have to do is stay in your lane, develop it with excellence, and all your blessings are waiting for you right under what it is that you're doing, if that's what your assignment is. But we so often fall off. I mean, hypothetically, if Prince never made it, he still would be singing somewhere. If he worked at Rite Aid's, he would be in Rite Aid singing.
Exactly.
Going home, waiting on the bus stop, can't wait to get home to play his guitar. I mean, it's not going to go nowhere, So don't let the world just rape you or put you in a position to bury your gift. So please, under my voice, press forward. Tune out the ones that you may have to train yourself like Timothy did in the Bible, where you only hear God's voice. Walk where I walk, do what I say. It may cost you everybody in your circle in order for you to fulfill your purpose. But understand that at the end of the day, when that sunset, if you don't fulfill your purpose, they're not going to be around anyway. It's just simply that's the deal. It looks like we got this free will to do whatever we want, but that's kind of like camouflage, because in reality, if you don't do your purpose,
There's a whole bunch of contingencies.
yes, the contingency that God has is, well, you don't have to do your purpose. He's very kind about it. But what he does is he makes his deal. If you don't do your purpose, then you'll just be driven crazy for the rest of your life. And you'll be bitter. You know, and I don't want to be that. You know, I'd rather be the happy guy that fulfilled my purpose with only dollar in my pocket than to be the rich guy.
True.
And like, heck, something's missing. I don't know what it is. Because I've had both sides of the fence. You know, I wish I had, do I have another minute? Not really? Okay, well, go ahead. I'll come back. Because I can testify to a story. It only cost me 1 second. Let me tell you something. I had a Rolls Royce two Rolls Royces one time. I made it real big in real estate.
Okay.
You know, I got like 24 years in. And I was buying and selling and buying. And I had 2 Rolls Royces. And I remember pulling up at a red light. And there was this guy on the bus stop. And he was just dancing, you know. He had his, you know, earphones, and he was just dancing. And I was miserable that day. And I remember saying to myself, here it is, this guy on the bus stop, and he happy, I'm in a Rolls Royce and I'm not. Something missing. And that day, I sold 2 houses. I made like about a good $40,000.
Okay.
And the lady said, for someone who just made $40,000, you don't look happy. And I said, you know what? That's because what I have done is I have became a master at something that has nothing to do with me. I have to get back to my purpose. So when you and I knew each other in high school, you seen a person that was tied into his complete purpose, even though he didn't have the fancy car and the check. So I said, I have to go back to my purpose.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at now. Yeah.
Awesome. I just want to take this moment to thank you, Dr. Ahmed, Royalty, for coming on the show and just sharing everything with me and the listeners out there. Learned a lot. Learned a lot from you today. Very good show, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming in.
I honor you as well. I really do. And keep doing what you're doing. And most of all, let me give a serious acknowledgement, because in the words of Russell Simmons, we are only as good as the help that we have. Wow. So I want to really, really give an acknowledgement and a praise to those that are working around you, and say to y'all that y'all really, really, you know, it's awesome that, you know, y'all come together, because y'all defy the statistics that African Americans, one, don't sit together, and then at the very least African American men don't come together and do what they're doing. So this is just, and I wish the camera can show everything, because these are African American men coming together and they really doing it. And so yeah, and that's to be applauded, you know. And I have to applaud that, because they're not going to rate that in the newspaper.
Exactly. Well, they're not going to talk about it on TV.
Yes.
Some.
Yes.
Not all.
Yes.
And also to you, thank you, Ms. Hollywood Infinite, for sharing your testimony, your gifts, your talents. We look forward to hearing great, great things from the both of you.
I'll be back soon.
Yes.